Mountains of shattered glass stretch across a vast industrial yard, forming a chaotic landscape of broken materials. Mixed fragments of bottles, windows, and discarded glass products lie in massive quantities, waiting to be transformed. Slowly, a heavy-duty conveyor system begins to pull this endless supply forward. The jagged pieces reflect ambient light, creating a shimmering surface that hints at their potential. This is where the journey begins, where waste is no longer the end, but the starting point of a highly controlled industrial process that will reshape and redefine every fragment into something new. As the glass moves forward, it enters an advanced sorting system designed for precision at high speed. Optical sensors scan each fragment instantly, identifying color variations across thousands of pieces every second. Controlled bursts of air redirect the fragments into separate streams, clear, green, and brown, forming organized flows from the initial chaos. Multiple conveyor lines run in parallel, each carrying a specific category of glass. The transformation from disorder to structure begins here, where technology ensures consistency and prepares the material for efficient processing. Sorted glass fragments are funneled into a massive crushing system. Rotating industrial tip blades and heavy-duty rollers break the pieces down further into smaller uniform cullet. The machine operates continuously, processing large volumes without interruption. Vibrations travel through the structure as the glass is reduced in size, creating a steady flow of evenly crushed material. This step is critical, ensuring that every fragment reaches the optimal size for the next stages. What was once irregular and sharp is now controlled, standardized, and ready for refinement. The crushed glass flows into a long washing system where high-pressure water jets clean every surface. Dirt, dust, labels, and residues are stripped away as the cullet moves across perforated conveyor belts. Water cascades downward, carrying impurities in filtration systems below. Steam rises lightly, filling the environment with a dense industrial atmosphere. The glass becomes visibly cleaner as it progresses, revealing its natural clarity. This stage ensures that only pure material continues forward, eliminating anything that could affect the final product. Further purification begins as the glass passes through magnetic separators and air classification systems. Rotating magnets pull out any remaining metal particles, while controlled air streams remove lighter contaminants such as plastic or paper. The process operates continuously, refining the material with high accuracy. Multiple systems work together in synchronization, ensuring that only clean, high-quality cullet remains. Each fragment is now closer to its final transformation, stripped of all unwanted elements and prepared for high-temperature processing. The purified cullet enters a rotating drying drum, where heat removes any remaining moisture. Inside the large cylindrical chamber, the glass tumbles slowly, evenly exposed to rising temperatures. Warm air circulates throughout the system, carrying away traces of water. The environment becomes increasingly dry and controlled, preparing the material for the extreme conditions ahead. This stage stabilizes the cullet, ensuring consistency before it enters the furnace. Every particle is now dry, clean, and ready for melting. The dried glass is steadily fed into a massive furnace where temperatures reach extreme levels. As the cullet enters, it is exposed to intense heat that begins to soften its structure. The interior glows with a powerful orange light, radiating energy throughout the chamber. Heat waves distort the air above the opening, emphasizing the intensity within. The flow of material remains constant, feeding the furnace with a continuous supply. This is where the solid begins its transition into a completely new state. Inside the furnace, the glass fully melts into a thick, glowing liquid. The surface moves slowly, forming waves and subtle currents under intense heat. Small bubbles rise and burst, releasing trapped gases as the material becomes more refined. The molten glathers at the base, forming a bright fluid mass that radiates energy. This transformation is both controlled and powerful, turning rigid fragments into a flexible, shapeable substance. The material is now ready to be formed into its final purpose. Molten glass flows through heat-resistant channels toward the forming system. Carefully controlled mechanisms divide the liquid into precise portions known as gobs. Each glowing segment drops in sequence, maintaining uniform size and timing. The flow is steady and synchronized, ensuring consistent production. The intense color of the molten glass highlights its temperature and fluidity as it moves forward. Precision at this stage determines the quality of the final product, making every movement critical. Each portion of molten glass falls into an open mold, where the shaping process begins instantly. The mold closes around the glowing material, forming a rough structure of the final product. Multiple molds operate simultaneously along the production line, working in perfect rhythm. The transformation from liquid to structured form happens within seconds. This stage establishes the foundation of the final shape, setting the dimensions and proportions with high accuracy. Compressed air is introduced into the mold, expanding the molten glass outward. This press and blow process forms the internal structure, creating hollow space while maintaining uniform thickness. The material responds instantly, adapting to the mold's contours. The system repeats rapidly, producing large quantities in continuous cycles. Each unit emerges with a defined shape, still glowing from the heat. Precision and timing ensure consistency across every piece. Freshly formed glass items are transferred onto a cooling conveyor while still radiating heat. Their glowing surfaces gradually dim as they move away from the forming area. The transition from extreme heat to controlled cooling begins here. Long rows of identical shapes travel in sequence, maintaining spacing and alignment. The material remains delicate at this stage, requiring careful handling as it stabilizes. The process continues seamlessly, guiding the products towards structural balance. The glass enters an annealing tunnel where temperature decreases gradually over time. This controlled cooling relieves internal stress within the material, preventing cracks or structural weakness. The environment is carefully regulated, with multiple heating zones ensuring a smooth transition. As the glass moves through the tunnel, it becomes fully stable and transparent. This stage is essential for durability, ensuring the final product can withstand everyday use. Once cooled, the glass moves into the finishing stage. Precision machines refine the edges, smoothing any rough surfaces left from the molding process. Small particles are removed as the rims are shaped to perfection. The process is consistent and uniform across all units, ensuring safety and quality. The products begin to take on their final appearance, with refined details that enhance both function and aesthetics. Polishing systems enhance the clarity and shine of each glass piece. Rotating brushes and fine abrasives smooth the surface, while water assists in the process. Light reflects across the growing number of finished items, highlighting their transparency. The transformation is clearly visible, from rough fragments to clean, polished products. This stage brings out the final visual quality, giving each piece its finished look. Automated inspection systems analyze every item as it passes through the production line. High-speed cameras and sensors detect imperfections such as cracks, bubbles, or irregular shapes. Defective pieces are instantly removed while approved products continue forward. This ensures consistency and maintains production standards. The process operates continuously, monitoring thousands of units with precision and speed. Approved products are organized and arranged into trays by automated systems. Each piece is placed carefully into position, forming uniform rows. Multiple systems operate simultaneously, handling large volumes with accuracy. The arrangement prepares the products for final processing and packaging. The flow remains uninterrupted, maintaining efficiency across the entire production line. A final cleaning stage removes any remaining particles from the surface. High-pressure water systems rinse each piece thoroughly, ensuring complete cleanliness. The environment becomes filled with fine mist as the process continues. Every product is treated equally, maintaining hygiene and quality standards. This step ensures that the final items are ready for direct use. The cleaned products move into a drying system where powerful air streams remove all remaining moisture. Warm air circulates evenly, leaving each surface completely dry and clear. The products continue along the conveyor, now fully finished and ready for packaging. The clarity and consistency are evident across the entire batch. The final products are automatically packed into boxes and arranged on pallets in large quantities. Rows of identical items fill the storage area, representing the completion of a precise and continuous process. What began as broken glass has been transformed into something functional and refined. The cycle of recycling is complete, turning waste into value through controlled, large-scale industrial production.